Well, good afternoon, good evening, or good morning. I don't know what time zone you're in, but you're right here with us with the Living Legend Jazz Series 2012. My name is Roscoe Leons and I am your host. I want to start off by letting you know, and I'm going to read it just from the card, and it says, the Sweet and Hot Music Foundation and the Living Legend Foundation presents the Jazz Living Legend Series. We are honoring some beautiful ladies because it is International Women's Month. Honoring our history as we educate our future. The Living Legend series came out of an opportunity to work with Miss Doll Scott McDuff, the founder of the Jammin' Foundation. The Jammin' Foundation was founded back in 1982. It has been going in the Los Angeles, Southern California area ever since. I met a young lady that was doing some phenomenal work in terms of preservation of jazz and keeping jazz history alive. Her name is Linda Morgan with Smooth Ahead. And she was doing her first series of Living Legends, being sure that we had the opportunity to support and recognize the artists that have come and paved their way and the ways for others to follow in our industry called music and entertainment. We have been involved for 2 years doing the Living Legend series, and now it is our opportunity to introduce the Living Legend Foundation and this, our first of the Living Legend series 2012. With that being said, I'd like to introduce our first honoree, 2012, March, the International Women's Month, with Miss Lady GeeGee. Well, hello, Lady GeeGee, how are you?
I'm fine, how are you?
First of all, it's absolutely a pleasure to be right here on stage with you, a wonderful vocalist that is known worldwide, and definitely in our area, in the Southern California area. And I wanted to start off by letting the audience know something about you, and possibly about where you're from and what was happening in your youth that made you decide that music was going to be your passion.
Well, I started a long time ago when I was a young girl, as I always would love to listen to music, and started out being raised in the South, Alabama. Would listen to country western. There was a station there that we could get on the radio out in the country, and I enjoyed that music as well. But then I heard the blues one time, and that's what I think struck me, that I wanted to become a singer, a blues singer. So I just pursued that as I got older and enjoyed the music more. That's what I made up in my mind that I would like to do, and become a blues singer. So I've been doing that now for a long time. And I enjoy all music, of course, but the blues is my thing. So
the blues is all right.
That's right, it's all right, for sure.
So I heard somebody say something about the chickens enjoyed you singing because you were out in the country.
Yeah, well, that's how it all started. We had chickens running around on the farm, and my grandfather and grandmother. And I would have to feed the chickens and all the other things that you do as a kid on a farm, believe it or not. But anyway, I would sing to the chickens after I finished my chores and everything. I would find something to hold in my hand to pretend it was a microphone. Okay. That this was coming up as a kid. So I would sing to the chickens and the dogs running around in the yard and everything. And that was the way it just my thing that I wanted to do. Even the chickens enjoyed it, I think.
I heard that. Now, as a young lady and you started your professional career, where did you start that?
Then I also moved to Detroit, Michigan. The rest of my family was there, and I didn't do a lot in Detroit, but I still kept my singing thing going. Different clubs as I got older from time to time. And then, of course, got married and had kids and all of that, so I had to put it on hold,
Okay.
my career, but I never gave up on the dream. So after I got all of that and got through everything, I moved to California because this was the place I thought would be for me. And I did that and continued to follow my dreams when I got to California and started singing with different local bands and playing around at different places. And so it just became, the thing. And then I was given the name Lady GeeGee. So I've been Lady GeeGee doing the blues ever since.
Wow, given the name Lady GeeGee by...
Well, it's a long story. It was a friend that was in the musician union, and my first name is kind of complicated to pronounce, so he said, I can't say that name. I'm going to name you Lady GeeGee. That was back in Detroit. So I've been Lady GeeGee from there to here, and thus that's the story.
So what are you doing currently, Miss GeeGee?
Well, I'm still gigging different places. I work with a lot of bands here in LA, and I do travel when the time comes for that. I've been to Malaysia. I did an opening act for a group called the Platters. Everybody probably know who that is, but I was an opening act over there. And also I went to Oslo, Norway, with King Ernest, who was a great blues, but he's gone now, unfortunately. But also went there, and then some other places. Did a cruise ship to, was that Ensenada,
Yes.
Mexico, and did that a couple of times. So it took me places, and then a lot of states, in LA, and also out of the LA area.
Well, I know you have performed all over, and it's wonderful to know that you've performed all over the world. Also, I want to ask a question. And in order to be a legend, you've done some things for our youth. What statement would you give to our youth that are in our audience to be sure that jazz, blues, and gospel stays live and on stage?
Well, music is a worldwide thing. It's love. When you hear good music, if you're feeling bad or got problems or whatever the case may be, you listen to a certain song and it'll lift you. It does that for me. So if there's any of the young people that want to become in the music industry and have a goal to become singers or musicians or whatever, just follow your goal, just continue to do it. If you see a chicken, sing to it.
All right. You know what?
Or whatever.
I think we are going to stop this interview at this time with the fact that you are a living legend. We are glad to be able to honor you in your profession as a beautiful vocalist, woman, and entrepreneur. So I thank you very much, and I really appreciate the opportunity to talk with you. And is there an answer to the question that I did not ask you?
Well, I don't remember if there is or not, but whatever it is, I'll answer next interview.
All right.
But it's a pleasure to be here, and I appreciate everything that everyone is doing, and just keep it up, and we'll continue to inspire young people to do and follow their dreams as well.
And we're going to both together give a shout out to Miss Linda Morgan.
Of course,
That's right.
That's the lady.
Yes.
And everybody support her and her foundation, Miss Linda Morgan. Thank you so much. And everyone else involved.
And thank you so much, Miss Lady GeeGee.
My pleasure.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
All right.